Yeah, when you are.
All right, we're looking at Tentacle Town here at the Monster Fight Club booth. Sophie, take it away and show us what is Tentacle Town.
All right, welcome intrepid adventurers to the island of Tentacle Town. You all came here seeking scenic vistas, a day at the beach, and instead you found that your new home was absolutely brimming with man-eating tentacles that we presume are attached to something under the water. And that is a problem for you four players in particular, because there is an election upcoming where the coolest, most popular, most famous citizen of Tentacle Town, as determined by these fame stars, will become the mayor of Tentacle Town, get to wear the big hat, hold the pointy stick. It is all very exciting. So, Tentacle Town is a worker placement game where you are going to be building houses, managing resources, and fighting off against the eldritch creatures that swarm up from the deep. Looking in front of you, you will see there are an assortment of colorful houses, and there are gray meeples scattered around. You own the houses, you don't own the meeples, but at the start of your turn, you are going to be snagging one of these gray little meeples here and placing them in one of our 3 scenic locations. We have a market, a foundry, and a docks. So at the start of my turn, I am going to take one of these meeples and place them in one of the 3 locations. I might go to the docks, and once there, they can do one free thing for you. They can either build a house or complete a task. The tasks that you can do are the 2 in the area where you put a meeple that turn, although shouldn't be there, or the 3 at the bottom, which are universal, you can do from anywhere, and they change every game from our nifty little stack of task cards. So I'm actually going to go ahead and build a house. I'm going to grab one of my houses and put them on one of the house foundations. I'm going to build them in the row furthest back because the tentacles can't attack row 2 until they entirely wipe out row 1. So it's best to build furthest back to be entirely safe. Now, I've chosen to build a house, but afterwards I can spend gold pieces to do additional overtime tasks. So that means that out of the gold I have, I can spend as many as I want to do additional tasks. Those, once again, are the 2 in the area where I am, or the 3 at the bottom. Let's go ahead and do the overtime task, Butcher Catch. Butcher Catch gives us 1 piece of calamari for every house that I have in the region. I have 2 houses, so I would get 2 pieces, but somebody that only had 1 house would only get 1. So it's more profitable the more houses you have. You'll notice that all of the tasks on the right are more profitable based on the more houses, and all the ones on the left are more profitable based on how many people are in the area. So the population affects it too. So let's go ahead and do that. I spend one of my gold coins and I get 2 pieces of calamari, 1 for each of my houses. Now, I have 2 more gold that I could do 2 additional overtime tasks with, but I'm gonna go ahead and call my turn there. This is where the fun begins, because this is where my actions have caused a tentacle to swarm up from the deep in the area where I played and attack. And what it does is based on our danger dice. It can do an assortment of things, such as kill a resident, destroy one of the houses, cause someone to flee to a different district in a panic, or summon another tentacle. So there's only 1 tentacle right now, so I'm only gonna roll 1 danger die. Another tentacle, but for drama, let's say that someone dies. So, we are not entirely defenseless against the tentacly swarms that seek to destroy us. We have the latest and greatest in anti-tentacle technology, harpoons. On our turn, if a house or a meeple is attacked, we can spend a harpoon token to spin the harpoon spinner, or if you really hate spinners, flip this like a coin and see if we defeat it. In this case, I do. And I remove the tentacle, getting for my brave effort another delicious piece of calamari and a fame star. Well on our way to becoming the mayor. Now, the way that the normal 45 to 60 minute game would usually end would be if you go to place a meeple on your turn and you can't because they're all already out. Now, this leads to some interesting things where you might think that you're playing the last turn of the game, but instead, at the end of your turn, a meeple dies and goes back into the meeple pool. That's 1 more turn. So, we're not going to be playing the full game. We're going to be playing about 3 rounds, which we found is a good amount to give people a quick taste of the game. But there's one final thing you need to know. At the end of the game, in each of the regions, the person with the most houses gets an additional fame star for every meeple living in that region. So it pays to have the most real estate. You can't have the most real estate everywhere, but you gotta choose location, location, location. So that's a quick little look at how Tentacle Town works. This game is super fun and people pick it up so fast. It is just come out from Monster Fight Club. It is $50 and we're very excited to have it here at Gen Con 2021 Indy. So thank you for stopping by. See ya.
Thank you, Sophie.
Fun.